Hey there. All right, so in this video, I'm actually going to be showing you how you can add an Instagram feed to your Showit website. So in this example, we're going to be using SnapWidget. In the article that is linked to this video here, I go over that there are actually two different services. One is SnapWidget and the other one is LightWidget. There's pros and cons to both of them. SnapWidget, you have to pay to have it link to your actual Instagram feed. However, there is a workaround for that. And I believe it is a monthly fee. And there's LightWidget, which is just a one-time $10 fee. But I find the website a little bit more complicated to use. Unless you're pretty good with code and media classes and things like that, then you'll want to stay away from that. So SnapWidget, in my opinion, has the best interface. The website is very easy to use, so I'm a big fan of it. All right, so let's just jump right in. So if you want to add an Instagram feed to your website, to your Showit website, go ahead and create a SnapWidget account. So it's just snapwidget.com. And once you sign up, it's actually going to lead you right to this page here. So the first thing that we want to do is click choose a service. And then we're just going to click Instagram. Once we've selected Instagram, then we're actually going to select the layout that we want to use. I prefer grid, and that's the example that I'm going to be using. So let's go ahead and select grid, and then let's hit configure widget. All right, so now that we're in here, the first thing we need to do is actually connect our Instagram to the widget. So let's go ahead and click in username. And I have a business account. However, when I do use this sign in with Instagram, it says for personal accounts, but it's actually letting me use it with my business account. So let's try that and let's hit continue. Oh, sorry, let's try that again. Continue. There we go. See, still works for me. All right. So now that our Instagram account is linked, we need to set up some of these settings. Thumbnail size, because we're going to be setting this to responsive, this doesn't matter as much, but I usually typically have it anywhere from 160 to 240. So for this example, let's just keep it at 240. Layout, again, this is a personal preference. Some people like to have just a bar all the way across their footer, so they do something like 10 by 1. And 10 by 1 would look like this. So if we do update preview, it'll show you all 10 of them here. But again, for this example, I'm just going to be doing a 3 by 2. I like the look of that. And then photo border, I'm going to select no. Background color, I'm going to leave blank. Photo padding, again, you can mess around with this to your liking, but you can add more padding in between the photos here. I typically just stay with the default of 5. Hover effect, I don't like any of the hover effects, so I keep it at none. Sharing buttons, I actually turn them off as well. So all that will do is toggle if people, you allow people to share your Instagram photo to their Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest. So I just toggle that off because I like it to look clean. And when it's off, when people hover, there are no icons. And then responsive, this one's really important. Let's select yes. Once we've done that, let's go ahead and click get widget, and then we're going to copy that code. Now we're going to head over to Showit. And the first thing that we need to do is we're going to select Embed Code, and then we're going to just stretch this to be relatively the size we want. Size and position, I'm just going to center that. I'm going to keep moving it over a little bit. And again, we're going to perfect this once we add the code. Let's go over to mobile. Again, we're actually going to be making another widget for our mobile side because I'll show you once it's embedded, we'll want a different layout for the mobile and the desktop. So for the desktop, let's double click over the embed code box and paste that code in there. Let's hit save, and bam, there is our Instagram feed. The coolest thing about this is whenever you post to Instagram, it's actually going to update this automatically, so you don't have to go back and remake a widget or anything like that. It's a live Instagram feed. All right, so you can see this is our mobile version over here. Well, first let's finish off the desktop. It looks fine to me. I guess you could tip it or technically make it a little bit bigger if you wanted and something like that. But yeah, that's a personal preference if you guys want to go and update yours on your own. But again, on mobile, I typically like it to be a little bit bigger. So maybe I want 2x3 rather than 3x2. So what I'm going to do is take this iframe here and I'm going to rename it to desktop. And then I'm going to hide it on mobile. Okay. Then I'm going to add a new embed code box. I'm going to stretch this canvas down a little bit on mobile. So let's resize this. And again, we're going to perfect this once we have the code in there. And then on this one, we're going to double click over that and rename it to mobile. And we're going to hide it on the desktop version. Okay. So now we're going to jump over to SnapWidget again. And we're going to hit close. And we're going to create a new widget. So if we scroll down, you'll see free Instagram grid. That's the one we want. Again, we have to connect our Instagram. So let's go ahead and do that. Hit continue. Thumbnail size, let's keep at 160. And then layout, we're going to make this 2x3. Photo border, none. Photo padding, 5 is okay. Hover effect, none. Sharing buttons, no. And responsive, yes. Let's hit get widget. Copy this code. Jump back over to Showit. And in the mobile version, let's double click the embed code box. Command V to paste the code and then click save. And what we have is our new Instagram layout for mobile. So you can see that this is just bigger, it looks better on mobile, and then we have our really big version here for desktop. I'd probably make this a little bit different. Maybe you can style it, you know, something like this. Let's grab this. Oops. There we go. You can do something like this and move, you know, this down. Oops, I can't see the things here. Here we go. So you have a lot of different options of how you can style something like that. And then grab all of that and you can center it. And you can see we can do different layouts like that. But yeah. So that is how we add an Instagram feed to our Showit website. If you have any questions at all, please let me know and I'd be happy to help you. Leave some comments in the comment box or just reach out to me via email. All right, bye.